this is my TED Talk on the debate of Canada's Arctic borders. So what is the issue? Canada wishes to extend its Arctic borders, but so do many other Arctic Council countries. Arctic Council countries are other countries in the same region that have territory extending out into the pre-existing Arctic Circle. Some of those countries are Russia, Norway, even the US because of the land they hold in Alaska, and then Canada, of course. So, why does Canada want to extend its Arctic border in the first place? So basically, because of global warming, many of the glaciers in the north and all of the ice covering the Arctic is beginning to thaw. Not completely, but it's allowing us to now extract the resources in there, such as oil and natural gas, making them more accessible. So think of like an ice cube with a diamond trapped inside, but instead of the thawing taking a little while, it's taking place over millions and millions of years. And with this new realization of the resources up north, other nations are beginning to test Canada's sovereignty, including even the US placed a fishing moratorium in our territory that we claim our own, without our consent. So even though it's sort of passive aggressive, it's still an affront to our sovereignty. Another reason why we want this new territory is the Arctic is the only other area that ships from the Atlantic can cross into the Pacific other than the Panama Canal. And it would make a lot more sense and easier for many ships to cross through up north than to go all the way down into Central America. So that's a huge revenue stream for Canada to tap into. And that's a picture of the Panama Canal, just to give you kind of the scope of the ships going through these areas. They're mostly shipping freighters and whatnot. So Canada's claim. Canada claims that they have an underwater mountain range which shoots off from its pre-existing landmass into the territory it claims, validating its claim to the Arctic and new territory that it wants to extend further on its borders. They've even launched a submission to the UN on the basis of this claim. And the land is in use. We have Inuits living up north, as well as a stronger military presence, and have even commissioned a $30 billion shipbuilding program to assert our sovereignty in the north. Also, there was a Franklin-era ship found earlier this year in the Arctic that we had believed been lost for many, many years, and it was actually searching for the Northwest Passage, which is one of those passages that allows the Atlantic ships to come in through the Atlantic and off into the Pacific. So basically, we had found this ship, and what this ship shows and how it supports Canada's claim is that it shows a history of us using this land for exactly what we plan to be using it for now. And why is this important? If Canada had access to these extended borders in the north, it would allow for extraction of resources, which is a huge stimulation to our economy, and could create lots of jobs, as well as it would be in our best interest to start protecting our sovereignty up north with extended borders and asserting ourselves. And that is the end.